You can't leave me! You can't leave me! No! How appropriate. What the hell is this? Are we exploring Satan's poop chute?
Oh my God. That was a terrifying dream. You had it too?
Yes, the same one.
Wait, what? How would you know you had the same dream if neither one of them said what the dream was?
The descent into hell.
I need a stiff drink after that nightmare.
Scrub! Look out!
Judo chop, motherfucker! Wow, this is some top-notch animation right here. Holy jeez, check out those nipples! It looks like someone threw a box of Milk Duds at his chest and two of them stuck.
More of them. Let's get out of here.
Okay, I need to figure out what's going on here. Alright, so it's the year 2095 and the United States is run by a fascist theocracy called the Hand of God. This new government apparently has the ability to send people to hell through a gateway, which means New Jersey is going to get really crowded. The two people you see here, Gideon and Rachel, are former ARC agents, which is a type of law enforcement that enforces the ban against cybernetic technology. The people in their apartment that tried to kill them were a part of a scrub team sent out by the government to essentially execute anyone on their list that broke the law. Right off the bat, you can see this is a point-and-click game, so obviously it's going to be a very story-driven game. And I have to admit, I'm pretty curious what they're being accused of. The first guy you talk with is Dante, who really just helps you brainstorm who you might be able to talk with about why the Hand of God is trying to have you killed. He gives you a key to his apartment, which really is just a way for you to figure out how the inventory works. Although, I wish it would have been a tutorial on how the hell you get out of this apartment. You would think you just click on the doors or something, but none of that works. I kept wandering around the place looking for something I could click on, and I kept talking to Dante thinking I needed more information before I could leave. After about 10 minutes of this, I noticed when I pushed the C button there was an option to the left for your map. This is how you navigate. Though there are some places that have clickable doors, for the most part you're just going to be clicking on a name to get from place to place.
Yeah, we figured you'd have heard by now.
I saw it on the scrub team's playback footage. You two kicked some ass. I didn't know you had that in you.
Neither did we. Amazing what surprise and fear can do for your combat reflexes.
We know it's probably stupid to come here, Frank, but we need to talk to someone on the inside who we can trust. We know the Hand might be watching this place.
Screw the Hand!
Ew!
Is this interrogation 101, Frank? If I were scrubbing over the net, then you know what they're charging us with. That's why we're here. You tell us what we've done.
You want to keep me in the dark? Fine. Maybe you don't know why they want you. Maybe you do. Here's what I know. The official charges are crap. Come on! You mean this kind of stuff doesn't trickle down to grunts like you?
Educate us, Captain. Obviously, we need it.
The Hand's rule isn't exactly the rule of law. It's not what they charge you with, but the fact that they charge you at all. Officially, You're in violation of the Artificial Realities and Extranuminal Environments Design, Programming, and Transportation Act. You've been accused of dealing in pornographic virtuals involving human-demon coupling.
So porn is illegal in the future? I've got to erase my hard drive.
The real importance of chatting an incredibly long time with Captain Jersey is that he introduces you to other characters like Mr. Beautiful, who's supposedly the one character you work with in regards to making virtual dirtiness. You also get introduced to Celine Salux, who's essentially the ruler of the United States, who just so happens to be played by Grace Jones. And yes, she still manages to summon the same monotone acting we're used to from her other movies.
Well, but I...
You disgust me. You with your muscles and your firepower, pistol whipped like a coward. Do you realize that the only thing separating you from an ape is an opposable thumb? As for your balls, you obviously haven't been using them either.
Balls.
After speaking with Captain Jersey, he directs you to the Foggy Bottom, which is basically a bar where you can meet people that you can take along with you that have specific skills you'll need to accomplish certain missions. This is when you discover that when you're not spending a massive amount of time on constantly talking, you're solving word puzzles. Your first encounter with this is providing the guard with the password just to go into the bar, which quite literally is spelled out for you. This is where you meet Cinna Stone, played by Stephanie Seymour.
So, Cinna, how's things by you?
Oh, just fine, thank you for asking. I found that after you, electronics is the next best thing. Of course, it's not like I have any choice in the matter now.
Gah, all this talking. From what I gather, Cinna Stone has been uploading herself to some virtual world, and when she died, she somehow became a walking hologram. Considering in this new world that anything virtual is universally illegal in the US, I have to ask myself, how is she able to do this in the first place with ease? And if she's a hologram, how is she able to carry all of these explosives? Not only that, but why does she appear in live action? Nobody else in the game looks like this. If they wanted a holographic character, why doesn't Cinna Stone look like a holographic version of any of the other ugly polygon-based characters you find in the game? It just makes no sense. After you've grabbed all your party members, it's time for more talking. What is he, playing Pong with his face?
Hey, Cannon, the world can wait. You got company.
No, wait a second. Is that you, Gideon Ashante? Well, then Rachel Brack must be there also.
They're only standing right in front of your friggin' face! Actually, I shouldn't badmouth this guy since he proved to be very helpful. Because I talked to him, it helped lead to more talking, which later led to more talking!
Hey, pal. Rachel just has a little trouble with the concept of total war against somebody we just quit working for. Somebody we gave heart and soul to.
Well, there's more to it than Solix, but cutting off the leader of a rotten system should help considerably. Snakes rarely regrow heads.
Rarely? If by rarely you mean never.
If you can stand to listen to this Xenon guy with the endless cigarette talk for another 8 minutes, he'll tell you it will help you out if you put a homing device in Solux's car, which will eventually lead to her car getting blown up. Gideon and Rachel tell him they'll scan the car and find it, but retorts with, "Hey, it's got an anti-scanning shield on it." Despite feeling like this is a dumb idea, you've got to do it just to continue with the game, right? This is where the other characters come in handy, since one is able to forge the pass you need just to get into the garage that houses Solux's car. Once the bomb is in place, you visit the CFF, which is an organization working against the Hand of God. Here you meet a bunch of idiots, one of which I swear is running on Windows Vista.
Memory and processing speed functioning at 89.4% capacity. White blood count is normal. No infections or serious illness to report.
They direct you to speak with the senator, who tells you the whole homing device mission you just did failed because Solux was able to find the homing device through the exact same means that you told Xenon the Hand of God would use.
And that's when it becomes clear exactly what you're doing in this game. Busy work. Every conversation works exactly like this. "Oh, I can't believe what they're framing us for. Oh, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I guess I don't know if you can trust me or not. Well, you know what? I need this item from this one guy, and if you get it, I might tell you more information that'll lead to even more talking. Oh, well, good. I just got the item. Here's the item. Oh, thanks for giving me the item. Now go talk to this guy. Okay, I guess I'll go talk to this guy. And it just repeats over and over and over and over and over again.
This isn't a minor complaint. Literally every conversation seems to take around 10 minutes, but oftentimes nothing new is ever discussed. Every person you question gives a little bit of attitude, and then your characters whine about the current situation they're in. You can't help but feel this game could be over in 5 minutes, or at least cover a bulk of the game in that amount of time. I don't know. I guess it's all worth it just to have conversations like this.
We aren't staring at you.
Yeah, right. Like this guy's not just staring at my breasts.
Eventually, you'll get a code out of all this that'll lead you to Mr. Beautiful, who was the one guy I wanted to see in this game because he's played by one of my favorite actors, Dennis Hopper.
Abonitas, you cowering lick spittle. I told you to go light on the smoke and brimstone and when I'm in my human form. This stuff goes right into my friggin' throat, man.
You find it even harsher as of late, with human hearts and human lung. Perhaps you are not one so great. But I speak with too sharp a tongue, as your servant I stoop and crawl. Here are two with stories unsung.
Oh, listen to you. You're not fooling anybody with the false modesty. Fire up the espresso machine. I want a pot of double stuff ready for me when I'm done with Gideon and Rachel here.
Mr. Beautiful basically controls a gateway to hell and wants you to kill a demon named Sanguinarius. So finally, after all this time, we get to venture into hell. I can't even begin to tell you how exciting it is to finally be going on a mission to kill something. Once inside, I have to admit, for all the buildup of hell, it's pretty lackluster, but that's okay. The music sounds better, I finally have some weapons, so let's get this body count started.
Humans with guns? Ask Mangini if those guns are gonna make any difference. I'll plug you and gut you and feed your bowels to the hellhounds and racketeering.
Stuff it, gruesome. We don't scare that easy.
No, but I'll bet you die real good.
You've been getting the summary. I've been sitting here for over 3 hours. I finally get to fight something, and it's nothing more than a spectator sport? I didn't even do anything. All I did was put weapons in the inventory. There's literally no strategy involved.
And guess what? About 10 minutes later, you find Sanguinarius is actually alive and works in the Pentagon. The whole point of going back and forth is basically to release souls. Sanguinarius reminds you that you have to have something on Mr. Beautiful in order for you to take him down. Well, if I'm now working against him, wouldn't he have known if I killed Sanguinarius that it was going to release his soul from hell?
I just don't get it. Mr. Beautiful is the one you're being accused of making virtual porn with. He knows we're hell-bent on justice. So why wouldn't he close the portals to hell once we're inside to ensure we don't cause him any more problems?
You save more souls as you continue on, and of course you keep meeting new people that really don't amount to anything. Once you finally get into transgressions, you get to talk to a computer that holds loads of information as long as you have the passwords. What's great about this is that it gets straight to the point. No whining, no repeated conversations, just the info. That being said, it unfortunately comes with no subtitles. Why is that such a big deal? Well, the computer is difficult to understand, and it doesn't make it any better the fact that he's talking through a tube. It's like I'm talking to Bane from The Dark Knight Rises.
When God's hand and Soul Insolok has destroyed Gotham City, You have my permission to die.
And there they are, Gideon Ashanti and Rachel Brock, fugitives from a system they served with faith and ardor. Once pure and righteous, now expelled and hunted.
What the hell? How'd this guy make us?
How did he make you guys? It's only been plastered all over the news and it's been established in conversations over the past 5 hours!
And that's not even the dumbest comment in the game. The dumbest comment comes later when Gideon and Rachel talk to a dead person through a computer and Rachel says this.
This is strange. We're talking to a dead person.
Why would you ever be shocked? We've traveled to hell and we've seen nothing but dead people. We've saved souls from being dead. For sakes, we've had a companion this whole time who uploaded herself to a computer before she died.
Half our time has been devoted to talking to the dead!
Whoa, baby, slow down. This side of beef is part of your package? Give it to me straight.
What is he doing with his hand? Bad touch! Ah! Oh, I am losing my mind, man. I am losing my mind. Oh my god, let's just finish this.
Nearing the end of this abomination of a game, you meet this guy named Deep Throat who's dressed like Dick Tracy. Think about that for a minute. He tells you that hell is actually not even real. It's actually a virtual world created by Solene Solux. Do I even need to explain all the problems that causes? All the things in the game that would make even less sense because hell is a virtual world. Actually, forget all the serious continuity errors that just blew up in your face because you actually face the devil in this virtual hell who's actually being controlled by Solene Solux's mind, who by her own admission is all-knowing in her virtual world.
If that's the case, why didn't she ever close the portals to hell when we were knee-deep in it? This game wasted 8.5 hours of my life, and I bet you want to see the end, don't you? Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, well allow me to prep you. You fight Solene Solux after she kills Rachel, and I promise, I did not edit one single piece of this footage.
Give it up, Gideon. Relinquish your soul to me. It's God's will, brother. And these are God's hands. This is almost as easy as having to do away with your little girlfriend. But I must admit, it won't give me nearly as much pleasure.
You bastard. God's will be done.
Oh my God.
Hey, take it easy, baby. It's all effects. Trust me, they don't feel a thing. It's like falling off a log. Let me just go talk to this one actor over here. He's hamming it up, doesn't want to do his part the way it's written. You know, some performers you just gotta stroke all the time. Pamper, stroke, that's all I do around here. Be right back, baby.